bell so you are notified when new videos drop. And I'm getting a bit Christmassy. I mean, listen, I think it's fair. It's December 22nd. I'm getting a bit Christmassy. I like Christmas. I know I say that pretty much every video this time of year. I still like Christmas. I mean, really, what's not to like? Actually, this is... I'm just reminding myself. If you ever can find this drink, it's called Shachlav. I got to get my wife to get me some. I think she's going shopping today. Yeah, a bit of Shachlav. Shachlav is well, there's no real nice way of saying it. It's kind of like a cup of hot. It looks like a cup of hot cum, okay? That's essentially the way, and it does. I mean, like, when you see it, you will see that's essentially what it looks like. But it's made out of nuts, and it's got a little cinnamon. It's kind of like a sort of healthier version of Ovaltine. It's that time of year. Absolutely, especially for me. Freaking freezing here it is in Israel right now. It's in the middle of a second day or third day of storms. It is just absolutely bitter cold. I am not going out. So I'm making videos instead. Fine. So I'm in a Christmas mood. I was going to do a video today about this article that went on forever. I mean, literally forever, insisting that the Grand Serpent in Doctor Who Flux, the universally reviled and hated Doctor Who. I mean, really, it's so bizarre. It was the best thing they've ever done. Hands down, the best thing they've ever done, and it's universally reviled now. It's so weird, but that's where we are. So yeah, talking about how the Grand Serpent was really the master. I was like, oh, really? And I wondered, because it's just like, how are you spending so much time on this? I mean, like, trying to, like, for what? For what? A character that you'll forget in 2 minutes? Oh, yeah. Actually, had he been the master or something like that, maybe. I don't know. But who cares? Anyway, I saw the update on Screen Rant. There was an article about Christmas specials and how much they miss them. Oh, they miss them so much. And then I was like, whoa. That's nearly enough. That's nearly a video right there. That's nearly a video, because it did seem kind of fun. And then the gift that always keeps giving, Hugh Fullerton, the king of the shills, paid only in shillings, after spending years saying, this is the greatest era ever. Everybody, like he said, like, worst ratings ever. Epically awful fall of ratings were slightly disappointing. So he's now also come around after saying, well, there's no more real stories you can do for Christmas. No, there's no more Christmas stories. It's better than they do New Year's. Much better they do in New Year's. Oh, it's much better. Yeah, stunning and brave and stunning. Well, now he's changing his tune. Yes, now we realise that. Really, it hasn't worked out at all, has it? Like, how's it? Although, things not working out doesn't really act as a roadblock, to anybody. I'm not that involved in British politics. I certainly go much more Tory than Labour after the Jeremy Corbyn. But bloody hell! like, how is anybody screwing up as much as Boris Johnson appears to be? Right? The only I don't get it. I just don't. And people are like, yeah, everything's fine. More so in America, it's like with Biden, people are still in the bag for Biden. Are like, yeah, best economy. It's so bizarre. So it's so freaking weird. So anyway, that's what we're going to be looking at today. A bit of Hugh Fullerton goodness and Screen Rant crying about the lack of Jodie Christmas, lack of Christmas specials in general. I mean, it seems to me the whole world is just waking up saying, oh, yeah, all that stuff we've been saying is going to result in us all being totally miserable. Now they've seen it. Honestly, I think this just bodes well for the Russell Davies Doctor Who, because Russell Davies writes in the moment, right? He writes what he's feeling when he's feeling it, and he's already pretty darn good when he does it. If he's feeling that this woke nightmare was a disaster, as I think he's very big with being woke. He's very, very big with being, an ally and part of the LGBTQ alliance. He's very big into that. But he's also very big into being honest and real as well. So we're going to be interested to see what wins out. I think a big factor is Stoney. Stoney is the company that now owns Doctor Who. Now the BBC has done so badly, they ended up selling it off to Sony. And Sony are all about making money. How much are they all about making money? You compare the Spider-Man movie, which Sony drove, Spider-Man No Way Home, to the entire rest of the MCU. Right? It's like not even like, you know, as movie audiences, box office were falling, much like in TV. That, well, box offices are falling generally. People watch TV differently nowadays. Netflix, no Netflix, no Netflix. Okay, Netflix. You know, but then when they put out actually something that's very, very, very good, or not just very good, something that's just designed to entertain you, right? People flood to it. Bigger opening than The Force Awakens. Bigger than, was it the Endgame? This is pre-pandemic, and they've been using the pandemic as a crutch for a long time. Yeah. So anyway, Sony owns Doctor Who. Sony's all about the money. I think they're going to want a successful Doctor Who. But yeah, who knows? I am an optimist. I'm an optimist. But right now, this optimist is just going to laugh at the delusional people when reality meets narrative, which is what we're seeing all year this year. Reality meeting narrative to great effect. Fine. Like, share, subscribe. Oh, follow me over on Rumble. Rabbi on Rumble, baby. Rumble.com/Rabbi on Rumble. But mostly, sign up to my Substack, right? Freaking love Substack. I just worked out what it was. The only way I learn anything is actually by doing it, right? It's just like I cannot do anything academically. I've got to do it. Everything I do, I have to do it. Like, have to do it to do it. It essentially, it's like Twitter without having the crazes you have to deal with, right? You can comment on stuff and everything. So I got a free Substack. You're going to get notified on all the videos coming out. There's going to be comics going on there. There's going to be weekly comics on there. There's going to be lots of like stuff on there. And then I'm going to do a paid one as well. They ask you, I tried to make it $3 a month, right? They said, no, you've got to have at least $5. I'm like, okay, fine. So then I'm going to, when people start signing up, I'm going to do a paid one where you're going to get about 50 pages of like real comics, I got a ton of stuff. I got a ton of stuff. If you like comics, there's going to be scripts. I think there's going to be a novel as well. I can't decide if the novel's going to be on the paid one or on the free one. You know, I think I'm going to put the first chapter on the free one. I think I'll put the first chapter or so of the things they're putting on the paid one. On the free one, yeah, I'm a big believer in letting the quality of my work sell itself. That's really that's all I got. That's really genuinely all I got. That I think I'm rather good, if I may say so myself. Actually, I'm kind of maybe I'll launch a Lazy in Blue on Christmas. Although I also got a Christmas strip I want to do. I guess what? Look, sign up. You'll find out. So it's in the notes. Oh, and it's a free. It's free unless you want to throw me $5 a month, and I will endeavour to entertain you. I will dance like a monkey for you, baby. That's just me for you. Listen. I like money. I don't mind dancing like a monkey. So you know, if you're up for that, I'm up for that too. Let's see what Hugh Fullerton's up to. Oh, Hugh Fullerton, we love you dearly, darling. Jodie Whittaker's Lost Doctor Who Christmas specials were a missed opportunity. Probably. Listen, you can cut out the words Lost Doctor Who Christmas specials were. No, Lost Doctor Who Christmas specials. Jodie Whittaker's. Okay, no. Here's what you cut out the word Lost and Christmas specials. And go, Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who were a missed opportunity. Yes, they were, darling. Yes, they were. She was just so bad in the role, right? I mean, just so breathtakingly bad in the role. Epic fail, right? It's the only way to say it. Epic fail. The 13th Doctor never got a 25th December adventure. Yes! You idiot, because Chris Chibnall didn't want to do it. You know why Chris Chibnall didn't want to do it? Because Christmas is a biblical holiday and he doesn't like, he thought it was exclusionary. Oh, if it was a Kwanzaa or whatever the Muslim midwinter thing is, or he would have been up for it. But no, not Christmas. And yeah, this is why I think, you know, they hated saying Merry Christmas to you. I mean, again, I don't know if I can believe at this point strongly enough. I'm a freaking rabbi living in Samaria, okay? Love Christmas, and I love saying Merry Christmas to people. Although I do like going to synagogue humming Christmas tunes. That always pisses off the straights. I have to tell you, pissing off the straights kind of is one of the things, something I've discovered I quite enjoy. Yeah, especially if you do you humming "Santa Claus is coming to town," because then there's no religious connotation to it at all, and they're like, I'm mad, and I don't know why I'm mad, so I'm just mad. And again, Hugh, mate, you shilled for this. You said it was the greatest thing ever. That said, this cheap ass special we're putting out next week is clearly a Christmas special. Like, absolutely, it's like there's Christmas stuff everywhere in it. Fine. Yeah, let's have to see what he's going to say. Jodie Whittaker. Well, Jodie Whittaker has finished filming Doctor Who. Yes! Yes! Oh! We hear Doctor Who fans across the world screaming in joy. The dark times are over. It's like when they blew up that Death Star. Yeah. Listen, if we're going to hear some yum to get through this, I'll do it. I'll take it, baby. We're going to finish filming a Doctor Who and a final batch of episodes. It feels a little early to write her doctor's obituary just yet. No! It feels bang on time, mate. It feels bang on time. She's a disaster. There's no saving it. I mean, she was an absolute disaster in the role. How you justify her in any way? There was nothing that succeeded, and you know why nothing succeeded? Because nothing had to succeed, right? Nothing had to succeed. It was because she was a woman. That's all you really cared about. Because you're weirdos. With 3 extended specials to go, and around 10 months before she regenerates. God, I know. We're still very much in the Jodie Whittaker era. I'm hoping, and it's not going to happen, but wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great if Russell T Davies does a Christmas special 2022? And then we know it's over, right? I think the centenary special is going to be just an embarrassment. The absolute embarrassment. Oh, I have to tell you, I watched the last Matt Smith story, which was a Christmas special, and I forgot how plot heavy it was. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I love Matt Smith. You know, I cried at the end. I always cry at his regeneration. I'm a big softy, I am, but I do, right? Because it's beautiful. And then Amy turns up, and they're all wearing wigs. Amy's wearing a wig, and Matt Smith's wearing a wig, and it's lovely, right? Absolutely lovely. That first Capaldi year. A little bit of a shame. I love Capaldi. I think he only found his footing in the beginning of his second year. And we'll never see him again. He's like, yeah, no, I'm done. He did everything he wanted, and now he's done. I think he could have done another couple of years. We're still very much in the Jodie Whittaker era. Yes, the abomination. With the adventures to form our lasting opinion of her TARDIS before she leaves. We've already formed our opinion. She was shit. Oh, God, again, Doctor Who Flux was the best you've ever done. The absolute best you've ever done. And it's universally reviled, right? It's like, it's universally reviled. I mean, like, I quite like the doggy Carvinister, but there's just it got eaten up by its own plot holes. In the end, it was just like, it couldn't pull it together. Yeah, I'm reminded of an episode of the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, which were shit in of themselves, in which young Indiana Jones learns how to play jazz, and the jazz people tell him he's got to learn how to play something normally and properly so he understands it completely before he can start to improvise and grow. That's really what Chris Chibnall needs to have done. You know, he needs to go work on a soap opera for a year or 2 years. He's got to learn. He's got to break his teeth. He's got to, and not literally, but he's got to. He has to learn his craft, right? You know. Harlan Ellison has this great book called "Honest Whoredom for 25 cents a word," which is when he was young, he would stay up all night writing a short story, and he'll get 25 cents a word for like amazing stories or whatever. And then he'll be able to go and pay his rent, right, and have breakfast. And they're great little stories. They're absolutely great little stories. If you can find it, it's a good book. But yeah, no, he just never learnt his craft, right? He never learnt his craft. He was able to hide. He was able to get lucky. I think he got a lot of help with the stuff I saw that wasn't awful. Broadchurch was it was a perfect storm of everything coming together correctly, right? And it just kind of the script kind of just wrote itself, right? As soon as he got to something complicated in season 2, it all fell apart. But it just kind of like you put all those charismatic actors, you have this like real heavy central story, and it's just like you got to work hard to screw that up, right? But that killed him, and creatively that absolutely killed him. So yeah, we can very much evaluate her time. Garbage. It's gone from unbelievable garbage to worse to least garbage possible. But now everybody knows it's garbage, so we all call it garbage. However, we do know that one thing a doctor will never do: be any good. Star in a Christmas special, and frankly, that will always be a crying shame. One second, let me see if I can find this thing. Well, we're going to go back to this article, but there are here. These are the images from Eve of the Daleks, which again, clearly meant to be a Christmas special. If we look at the pictures, there's Christmas decorations up. Again, cheapest way to make a special. And notice they were very, very, very absent in the New Year's special, in Resolution or Revolution of the Dalek. Fine. Uniquely amongst modern doctors, technically Chris Eccleston's Unquiet Dead is set at Christmas. I wish, but a Big Finish would do a box set of classic Doctors Christmas specials, right? I would love to hear like a third Doctor with Tim Treloar and Unit Christmas special, when they end up with the Unit Christmas part. I mean, it fits so well for that, right? I would love to see a Colin Baker Christmas special. I think that would just be fun, right? Who would I recommend writing that? I don't know. Like Rob Shearman would be fun, right? Or Gareth Roberts, who clearly is super cancelled for having the audacity to not be extremely left wing. But yeah, the reason why that will never happen is the same reason Chris Chibnall didn't make Christmas specials. There was a general hatred of Christmas amongst people doing Big Finish, who are pretty much politically, ideologically all line up completely. There's no diversity there at all. Like Nick Briggs really doesn't like Christmas. He thinks it's silly. He doesn't like the idea of telling kids, of lying to kids about Santa Claus. I mean, like, dude, not everything has to be the Revolutionary Workers Front, mate. And generally speaking, life's much better if you have a bit of fun with it and you're a little bit silly. Will never take place on the 25th day Christmas frolic after Sharon and Christian were opted to focus on New Year's Day episodes instead because he doesn't like Christmas. When this first started, they actually welcomed the change. I do recall, right? I do recall. Do you not remember like 5 minutes of me going, oh, well, yeah, we were an arsehole back then, weren't you? When they introduced by Ross Lee Davis in 2005, No Feast of Stephen doesn't really count. Kind of does, actually. That's a real Christmas special. That's very, very Christmassy special. Oh, what Stephen says at 17. I should be starting to arrive today, so I'm going to start going through that. That's a real Christmas special. I mean, wait, Halls of Nyman season 17, isn't it? I hope so. Oh, that's totally a panto. Feast of Stephen really count. The Christmas specials were fun tonic to the main series, but over the years, Davis and Stephen Moffat clearly struggled to find new Yuletide sci-fi, leading up to some pretty dire episodes. Nothing has been as dire as anything that came after Jodie Whittaker, right? What? You telling me Resolution is worse than Last Christmas? No, Last Christmas is way better. The worst one, I think, is the Doctor Wizard and the Wardrobe, or whatever it's called. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But still, I'll rather watch that than anything by Jodie Whittaker any day. Yeah, obviously. Especially unfortunate as a Who fan, the only time you might watch a series with extended families on Christmas Day, cue frantic cries of, well, no, it's normally like this. I don't think so. I look, we got a picture of Christmas Carol there, which is absolutely the best one. I love Christmas Carol. It's the one that all came to, although I do like the Next Doctor as well, the Cybermen. Oh, Ted Doctor having Christmas dinner at the end. I really kind of like that. I don't know. What one I will go for first? But I love both of them. Of course, there are exceptions. There are plenty of great Doctor Who Christmas specials. I won't say which because you can fill in the point. Whichever one you like and avoid another argument. It's not an argument. Vive la difference, baby. But I don't think it was necessarily a bad thing for the Doctor Who to avoid another Christmas episode or try something new with New Year after the rest and rest of specials for a while. Yeah, but you're not going to get him back. You've lost the slot. And again, Rusty Davies can get it back if he wants. I hope he wants. I hope he wants it all back. But now the entire era of Jodie Whittaker without a Christmas special feels like a seriously missed opportunity. Could have done an episode. Could have done one of your episodes at Christmas. No, decided not to. Whittaker's Doctor is probably the most Christmassy Doctor ever. No, she's the least Doctory ever. I really. What makes you think that Christmas is about mindless conformity? Yeah, no. Christmas is about I think an embracement of light in darkness, and she is darkness and light. Right? If you look at the Doctor Who, I think it's pure light, and then you have one shadow of darkness of the dark evil times, and that is Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. So no, she's not the most Christmassy ever. Oh, God. She was born on Christmas Day, and blimey, that was a bit of a stretch, wasn't it? And is often childlike, you mean stupid, upbeat, you mean stupid, and fond of socializing, except if you don't meet her moral, her ideological beliefs. Like if you voted Brexit, she doesn't like socializing with you much. If you voted Trump, she doesn't like socializing with you much, and she really doesn't like letting you know that either. If you think that, generally speaking, having a penis makes you male, she thinks you're a bigot, right? And again, she's not really too shy of letting you know that. It seems baffling to me the BBC couldn't have found a way to give one measly crimbo caper. It's because Chris Chibnall chose to piss it away. The reason we got Twice Upon a Time, which I adore, I'm sorry, I love Twice Upon a Time, is because he that was the first one he pissed away, and Moffat's like, well, you can't do that, I better fill in for you. And thank God, that was awesome. Peter Capaldi and Matt Smith have 4 each, and David Tennant had 5. Oh, heaven and Betsy. Jodie Whittaker's take on yeah, look, she's lesser in every way. That's the truth. She is lesser in every way in Doctor Who. Jodie Whittaker's take on Dr. Fitzchris is better than any other Doctors who preceded her. No. But instead, she's been saddled with the relatively unfestive January episodes, invariably featuring the Daleks that don't allow her to spread her cheer that she's clearly perfect. She's never spread any cheer! Bumbling idiots walking in the room rarely do. Spread cheer. The only way she's going to spread cheer is when she finally goes with a tail between her legs, as is a way it should be. I heard of some hope that finally she might get her last wing at a December 25th story, but alas, it was not to be. Jodie Whittaker will never have a Doctor Who special, and we'll have to live with it. Coming up, possibly Hula Tide episodes are dead, and coming up, possibly Hula Tide episodes dead entirely. Yes, like Doctor Who was nearly dead entirely until Justin James came out. It's entirely feasible showrunner will be keen to resurrect appointment TV episodes that he first championed in the when the TARDIS land in a snowdrift in 2023. But for Jodie Whittaker, the dream is over for now for Doctor Who. What are they showing on Christmas Day? Let's have a look. TV Guide. On tonight. And I'll just whiz forward a few days. So December, Friday, okay. Saturday's Christmas. You got what? Sean, Strictly Come Dancing. Michael Minton as a will blankety blank. Call the mid. Blimey. I think Morecambe Wise is probably going to do better than all those things put together, quite frankly. But maybe if they did it in the daytime, there's like instead of the big yeah, maybe maybe they probably would have done best putting it on where Mary Poppins Returns, or maybe right after that instead of Strictly Come Dancing. I don't know, but ITV will. I would have handed it his ass no matter what it is. Man, there's real crap on this year, isn't it? The Masked Singer, The Wheel, Blankety Blank. The only drama is called The Midwife. There's Emmerdale, Corrie. Yeah, I'm watching Morecambe and Wise. If I was watching it this game, EastEnders, Mrs. Brown Boys, the only thing the BBC can call as comedy. Fine. Look, much like the rest of the BBC output, Christmas is garbage. Fine. But let's have a look at the Christmas special that Reddit would love to see happen. Let's go. Nightmare Before Christmas. Doctor Who is known for its horror elements, with many episodes across its history having sent audiences hiding behind the sofa. You know what? I would love to hear a Martin Gatiss Doctor Who horror story or him read it like on Christmas Eve. Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh my god, that would be awesome. It's Night Before Christmas, the concert started. Concert involves the Doctor and the Scare Child navigating their way around the ship's maze-like interior, searching for a way out. Tormenting Thoughts 2 suggested the thrilling narrative is full of many scares and surprises. It doesn't sound very Christmassy though, but okay. Craig Chris, no, you know what? I cannot stand James Corden, right? Ever since he starts going, Fauci, doing these Fauci dances. And listen, it's very clear to me that Dr. Fauci is a bit of a dick, right? It seems to me that, idolizing him when he's been wrong, like, over and over again. And like, honestly, I thought the time he was in Cats would be the time I see him be the biggest pussy ever. No, it was that. So screws off, Craig Christmas. However, that actually would have been a good Christmas special. Fine, let's have a look at the first Jodie suggestion. Saturnalia. Okay. Christmas is popular for a time across the globe. However, the festive period was once very different. During Roman times, the holiday season was first a Saturnalia, which forms the basis of the Reddit users' Eggy Letters pitch for a special. This is a good idea! If it's meeting up with Capaldi on Roman Christmas as character, that's a good bloody idea. It's a fascinating to see the Doctor should travel back to ancient Rome. The poster outlines the Time Lord experience, Saturnalia festivals, which involve Roman slaves and masters, sweeping place for the day. The episode would deliver educational experience, exploring a little-known fact. And again, you could bring back Peter Capaldi's character. He would never come back, obviously. But that would have been a great idea for a Christmas special. I'll be up for that. So educational. The Doctor saves St. Nicholas. A Big Finish is a hell. Now I've moved over that. Big Finish have done this a few times, and it's like, and it's just not very entertaining. Not a recommend. No, there's one. See, I want to see what they want as the Jodie Christmas specials. Carols of the Sea. Singing is a common activity of the festive period, with Christmas carols in particular proving popular among general audiences. Yeah, listen. The Christmas Carol, I had, what's the name? The opera singer, who was pretty darn hot, if I may say so. But that song, it was beautiful, right? Like, and it was a very Christmas song. Something I miss. Oh man, do you not miss? Each year they will put out a Christmas song. It was Love Don't Roam, Song for 10. They were great. They were absolutely great. Which they did better in the charts, but they were. It's on my Christmas playlist, and I really, really miss those. Your dialect is rarely explored in sci-fi series. Reddit user, well, I just gave you lots of examples from Doctor Who just now. Reddit user Dalek Buster 523 has offered the idea for a musical special which sees a West End star, Michael Ball, playing a sailor who finds he can only communicate in song, attempting to return to his family for Christmas. It sounds like shit, but I think having Michael Ball in it will certainly bring people in. Named Carols of the Sea, the Christmas story promises heartwarming tale about the importance of the family during the season. The pitch also suggests an all-star cast. Michael Ball joined with acting legend Imelda Staunton. The narrative, which utilizes the music genre well, is with one of their companions joining the sailor in a festive sing-song. It's not terrible. Listen, I think the idea of bringing in a mainstream actor to get people to watch Jodie Whittaker is probably a good idea in terms of in terms of bringing people in. Anthology special. You mean less Jodie Whittaker? That might do as well. That can you imagine? Yeah, if they had an anthology. Oh man, we've gone over all right. Let me try that again. We'll put this back. They had an anthology one with David Tennant and Matt Smith, and only they all had little episodes in it. Yeah, you would probably get people watching that, wouldn't you? Christmas is a time for reuniting with friends and loved ones, which perhaps makes the ideal opportunity for previous Doctors and Companions to return. That's actually a nice idea, right? There's like some Christmas temporal anomaly, and you just get in whoever you can get in, like Billy Piper and Bill Potts, just whoever's in, they end up having Christmas dinner before going back to their respective TARDISes, right? Wouldn't that be lovely? I just like Christmas, okay? I just like Christmas. Christmas special narrative narrated by Nardole, who has provided many of the show's best moments featuring 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th Doctors. Not a bad idea. That would certainly get people watching. Constant gives you a festive treat as they watch new adventures from some of the show's beloved characters. It also delves into the moments which have been heavily requested, such as the 13th Doctor and Riverside. That would have been a really good idea, okay? That would have actually worked, I think. The trick to making Jodie Doctor Who is minimizing Jodie, right? The more you minimize Jodie, the better it is. Just the better it is, isn't it? Advent calendar, okay. Now, you know what would be good? Okay, here's my pitch for a Doctor Who special. And here's the sort of thing that I think Rusty Davies is going to do, right? Have a daily countdown adventure, like 2-3 minutes, put out on TikTok, put out on your phones, of the adventure counting down to the Christmas, each day another 1 minute segment, right? So at the end you got like a little story which leads right into whatever Christmas special. That's the sort of stuff I think he's going to be doing, right? I think he's going to be looking at media in a totally different way. Looking at media as how do we consume media, which is not sitting down around the telly as much as you'd be. Or at least we need reasons to get us to sit down around the telly, and those reasons come from your phone, right? That's the sort of thing I can really see him doing. But anyway, let's see what this Advent calendar idea is. Advent calendar has long been an iconic aspect of the festival. And again, listen, when I grew up, I wasn't religious. We had big Christmas parties, right? We also have Advent calendars. I love Advent calendars. They're awesome. Advent calendars have long been an iconic part of the Christmas period, with children and adults alike eagerly counting the days until Christmas. Reddit's Popeye09 suggests a especially novel way to incorporate Doctor Who Christmas special, with the Doctor faced with defeating monstrous threats in 24 different boxes over the day before the day is over. It's not a bad idea. But like again, you've got to have 24 of them. That's you're basically spending 2 minutes on each, right? Unless you'd like gloss over a bunch of them. So that's why I think it's probably better, over a month. Over a month being put out on TikTok and Reddit or whatever you put out. Rumble. By the way, if you're watching on Rumble, I don't know what this means, but hit the Rumble button, okay? I don't know what that means, but I think it's a good thing. Hit the Rumble button. And I tried to hit the Rumble button and other things. I can't find it. I don't know if anybody knows what the Rumble button is and what I'm supposed to do with it, let me know, and then I will tell you to do that. With 24-hour deadline. It's a unique concept. So I like my idea better, like spreading it out over the month, right? I think I like my bit better. Home Alone. Home Alone is one of this season's most popular Christmas movie, and fans are keen to see Doctor Who provide its version of a festive classic. One deleted Reddit user, okay, but never ever going to see him again, has proposed the idea that involves the 13th Doctor, Ryan and Graham, Ryan and Yaz, accidentally leaving Graham, who's considered by many the greatest companions, relying with the eventual Tim Shaw. No, if you are going to do that, then it's much better to leave him on a planet, and they try to come back to him, but he ends up but it's been like a long time goes by or something, and he ends up being the king of the planet, and he saved everyone, right? So you get as they try and get back to him. The hilarious story features Graham setting traps for Tim Shaw in an attempt to... Don't bring back Tim Shaw. Oh, no, don't do that. The Doctor Who Stole Christmas. Okay, it should be looks like the Dalek Who Stole Christmas. The sci-fi series has provided its take on many iconic festive tales over the years, but one famous story that shows that the show has yet to adapt is The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Reddit user Lucky Lefty Twin 11, where's the other 10? Have expressed the Doctor Who takes on this holiday favourite. I don't have any more ideas for Christmas specials. Really, Chibnall, really? This takes a few minutes, right? Suggesting an episode where the Doctor steals toy Daleks from kids at Christmas. That's actually not a bad idea, okay? I like that idea. It works best with the Capaldi, right? The Doctor Who Stole Christmas. The Daleks are invading via Dalek toys, and so he's got to go and steal them all. But then I guess it would have to leave him on TARDIS or something. Instead, the pro's idea is a very clever adaptation of a well-known story. Usually, heroic Doctor. I would so take this over the Doctor, the Wizard, and the Wardrobe, whatever. Unexpectedly takes on the role of the Grinch. It also appropriately raises the stakes for a Christmas episode with the Daleks infiltrating homes of young children. A plot where the Doctor takes on his greatest enemy during the holiday season. Because of great festivity. So I think that would really work best as a Colin Baker story, right? I think that's where to go. Pantomime. Okay, many people call most of the JNT era pantomime. The especially iconic British tradition luring during the festive period, in pantomime, which sees theatres across the nation holding exaggerated plays based on beloved fairy tales. This is written for Americans who don't know what pantomime is. Pantomime is freaking awesome, mate. Absolutely awesome. Behind you! I remember my nephew was... my sister had to live in England for a few years. She lives in Israel now. But she had to live in England for a few years, and they took the kids were young. They took them to Panto. They'd never seen it before. And if you're ever in England over Christmas, and you got to go to a Panto. They're freaking awesome. Okay, they're just a lot of fun. You can often find Doctor Who stars, especially when John Nathan Turner was producing them. Anyway, so they asked the kid like, what was your favourite bit of it? Because the kid loved it. I mean, just freaking loved it. And he said, did you like it? He said, what's your favourite? He said, no, I didn't. It's like, really? You didn't like it? No, I loved it. So what's your favourite? No, I didn't. And so it was like, well, I don't understand. We worked out in the end, he was talking about the bit where you go, oh, no, you didn't. It's audience. The villain turns around and goes, oh, yes, I did. And the whole audience goes, oh, no, you didn't. Oh, the other way round. Best one. Okay, this is the final aside, okay? Best person I've ever seen do it is Derek Griffiths. He was freaking tastic. This would be in like late 80s, early 90s. He was just great ad lib and just what a great sense of humor. Fantastic. You know what? Now you talk me into it. Now I want the Doctor on the planet of the pantomime. That'll be awesome. Like, you know, the land of fiction, right? Oh, yeah, I'm up for this. Okay. Renegade believes the sci-fi show will provide an air of festive practice over the concept, features a Doctor and their companions starring in a panto production after intercepting a distress call. Yeah, okay, that's good. I mean, listen, Some of my favorite Christmas specials are the "Are You Being Served" ones when they have to go and put on a show. It's so awful and cheesy. I freaking love it. I absolutely love it. Christmas specials would make a particularly unique. This Christmas would be a particularly unique episode with the ultimate renegade idea, borrowing from the traditional pantomime elements and narrative that could provide a great sense of fun, and characters yell iconic phantom phrases. He's behind you, and oh no, he isn't. Here you go. Oh yes, he is. Read the pantomime suggestion. It's a truly novel proposal. Okay. So there's a few Doctor Who Christmas ideas that Chris Chibnall didn't have. So instead we got this thing. Let's have a look. TARDIS is still falling apart and being sick in it, which is a bit of a bummer. I'm not really up for any of this. And is the elf storage, which again it sounds very Christmassy. Somebody doesn't like Christmas. But it's a Bartlett episode, right? It's a Groundhog Day episode. They keep getting killed over and over again, and it's just a cheap episode to make. Pretty much anything else that they suggested would have been way better, right? Would have been way better. And a bunch of the characters they introduced during Doctor Who Flux would have worked on Christmas. Carvanista, the dog, would have been... They could have had, they really should have made this. They should have made Flux 5 episodes, because who gives a shit? What different? And done a Christmas episode instead with the characters they set up. They had a kind of family already, You could have had a little adventure with Carvanista, Bell, and Vinda, but not Captain Jack, and doing something. That's really the way they should have gone. But unfortunately, it's written by Chris Chibnall, and even if it was a good idea, it would have been awful because Jodie Whittaker would have started it. So there you go. Merry Christmas, one and all. I'm going to be doing more Christmassy fare as the week goes on. Big live Christmas show on Christmas Day, so come and join me for the Rabbi speech. And a fun time will be had by all. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Don't forget to sign up on my Substack. Rumble on Rumble, whatever that means. Whatever, and do all the other stuff. Comment, do all the other stuff. Thank you very much, and have yourselves a freaking awesome day.